We gotta get anybody. We got to. We gotta get anybody.
Let me thank everyone for coming. Welcome you all. I'm sure most in this room came into this school at that end, and 6 years later walked out that end. What I'd like to do is just probably ask some of you to just introduce yourself and what memories you may have had of West Concord, Harvey Wheeler School. Bruce.
Those days there was a freight train that used to switch, change cars and stuff in the yard there. And the gates, old Butcher would crank the gates down and down the gates would go.
Best year in time to open up a furniture business in a brand new store with a mortgage in 1929.
Not everybody can say their mother was born in prison and not be ashamed.
How I got the name Hezzy Moran was quite a crazy thing too. I guess I came to Moran's, and one of the first things I did was took a coffee can and dumped sand in my mother's washing that she was about to hang on the line.
He came up and I was asleep in the bed and he picked me up, and I always remember he had that green t-shirt on that he used to wear in the Marines.
I remember one time in a big headline in Concord Enterprise, West Concord youth robbed troop train.
Great train robbery.
Dick mentioned that you were certainly involved with the freight train robbery. I was not.
We had one football game going there, Brucey Woodworth and all of us, Donnie Hewitt and all of us, nubby cousins. And I'm running out for a pass and I ran into Mrs. Rowan on a bicycle.
And then we finally built another house on Harrington Avenue, a half a mile from the second house. And 2 houses from where I was born.
We're remembering the springs that were around town, and I only remembered one that was over by Cousin's greenhouse.
Yeah.
That was good water.
We lived on Damon Street and there was 12 kids and we had one toilet. And one try to figure that one out. Retired from the Concord Fire Department after how many years?
29 years.
Wow.
Was I born in Concord, 1924.
I'm sure all of you remember Gertrude Nealon, round and round. You'd have to have your hand on the table at learning penmanship, and you go round and round.
It goes back because my mother came down from Canada, the land of Acadia. So she more or less had started a business making indoor folding clothes dryers. She was struggling, couldn't make it long, and I finally gave up the job and started a machine shop.
We had Stanley Fire Department down in West Concord, and we used to go out on different calls. We didn't know at that time there wasn't any medical of any. We didn't know we were going even.
My father worked for E.A. Camo for 44 years, and he was also one of the guys that hauled the bricks for this building over from Lowell on the Hassan Wagon.
I told her I didn't expect any fighting till about 3 o'clock, so I told her I was going to sleep under that olive tree. I went to sleep, and it wasn't long. I felt something poke me in the back. I sat up, and there was 3 Germans there with machine guns.
I always thought that anyone who lived on the other side of Route 2 had to go to Concord. But was that always the Assabet in those days? Huh?
I think the cutoff was probably between McGrath Farm. That was people on the other side of McGrath Farm went to Concord.
And they're putting new outsides on the Bradford Street buildings, and I want to get down there because my first job ever was at Allen Chair in the summer, and I want to get down there before there's still 2 Allen Chair signs that are on the back of the buildings, so I think I'm going to be there much longer.
So they tried the Army, they didn't want me. Well, I said I'll wait until they draft me then. So I got drafted in 43.
Well, I think we want to remember the dog I had.
Oh, yeah.
David Shepherd. Used to come to school with me.
I love West Concord. I still love West Concord. My happiest days skating on Warner's Pond every day and seeing the wonderful sunsets. And now the trees are grown up and I miss that sunset when I drive by.
There was a telephone pole in front of the post office there. And they had those things that stick out that you could climb.
Yeah.
They could grab me by my belt and hang me backwards on the pole and leave me there until the cop come along and let me down.
Mr. Carter helped my father with his moving business. I don't know if he gave him the truck, but he sure gave him the money.
John Palmer, your father, he must have had in his employ every pair of brothers in this town. The McHughes, the Hopkins, the Crocker brothers, Caldwell brothers, everybody in town hauled furniture for John Palmer.
He did.
Now, this is the first day that we've gotten together. You know, I'm really pleased because in the beginning I didn't know whether I could get, 3 or 4 or 5 together to come. And I'm sure there are many people out there that would have liked to have come today, but for one reason or another couldn't make it. So give some thought to doing it again. Just before we leave, I think that Jack would like to just sing a little God Bless America. Jack. God bless America, my home.